Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Monument to Murder by Donald Bain and Margaret Truman. Performed by Dick Hill. For My Sons. Part 1. Chapter 1. Mrs. Eunice Watkins was seated in the cramped reception area when Bob Brixton walked in on that steamy Savannah August morning. He was late for the appointment. He always seemed to run late during Savannah's summers, reluctant to leave the AC of his apartment until the last possible moment. After telling Mrs. Watkins that he'd be with her in a few minutes, he entered his office, followed by Cynthia, his secretary, assistant, and foil.
"Bad night?"
she asked. "Why do you always ask that?" he said. "I don't have bad nights or good nights. They're just nights. What's your read on her?"
"Seems like a nice lady," she replied in a drawl that seemed to thicken once summer arrived, like the humid air. "Very proper. Didn't say much."
"No hint what she wants?"
Cynthia shook her head. "Where's your coffee?"
"I was running late and didn't stop. Send Mrs. Watkins in."
She escorted his potential client into the office, asked if she wanted coffee or tea. "No, thank you, ma'am," and went downstairs to get Brixton an iced coffee from the deli that occupied the ground floor of the two-story building.
"Please, have a seat," Brixton said, indicating one of two green club chairs across the desk. He'd had only a fleeting glimpse of her as he passed through the anteroom. Now he took a closer look. She was an attractive woman whose age he pegged at 60, give or take a few years. She had probably been a beauty as a younger woman. Now, handsome was more apt. Her ebony face was relatively free of wrinkles, her gray hair carefully coiffed. She sat ramrod erect, hands folded on a purse that rested on her lap. Her carefully pressed dress had a tan and white floral pattern, and she wore a lightweight white cardigan, hardly necessary considering Mother Nature's sauna outside. She locked eyes with him as though doing some sizing up of her own. No smile, waiting for him to say something. "So, Mrs. Watkins, you're obviously here because you..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?